well. What a nice welcome to the live stream.
Are we already live? Damn it.
We are now.
Okay, hold on. God, dude.
This price for avocados? Lidl must have reduced.
What do you have your ads on? Like when you do your ads, are you a nice ad guy?
You don't really control that. You
I guess you can on Twitch. That's why I keep thinking.
Okay. You can control where they go in videos, but you can't really control what they are.
On Twitch, you can control them and how long they are too. And
Dude,
people
I'm
are
talking
getting
to a ghost right now.
Huh?
So I'm talking to a ghost right now.
Who's that?
You.
What do you mean? I haven't been on here in fuck ever.
Stranger danger. There's like 15,000 people who have no idea who you even are.
Really?
Yeah. The last time we did this, I probably had like 10 or 15,000.
Well, that sucks dick for all those guys that don't know who I am. They better man the fuck up and learn.
What's up, Matt S? Are you abandoning 20 grip? I don't like that.
Who is?
Matt S is 20 grip, but he's abandoning it. Yo, show Ricky the emoji I made.
You got an emoji?
Yeah, I got emojis. I made my own. What's up, Jeff Mead? I'm bad, but here's a channel to watch. Kiss BMX is now Question XMB.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Everybody's changing their names. Tyler Richardson's in here.
I saw it. Kevin Jackson's on here.
I haven't seen... Oh, yeah, there he is. It has been a hot minute, and Ricky is still eating.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. I'm fucking eating because people get mad at it. So I normally, when people go live on things, which everybody does, like some people will be like, oh, these guys are live. I'm just going to come in there and take a sneak peek and look underneath the dress, see what they're doing, and then leave. That's what everyone does. Today I went and watched, do you know who R.L. Osborne is?
Yeah.
One of the, forefathers of freestyle.
Yeah.
I sat and watched. $10 already, holy
what?
Fuck.
From who?
Dude, Sean don't fuck around, bro. Hey, get out the thing. Do you got the money thing?
Hot dang. Oh, I do got I can add it in here. I don't even have my frame on. What am I doing with my life? Where's the frame at? Turn that back on. Sean Garrison with the $10 holla.
How do you do there's there's emojis for that shit?
I have my own emojis, yeah.
No. What are you doing for a fun thing? What are you talking about, bike thing?
Candy fund. I don't know. I have a thing on the screen where I can put people's names and how much they do the super chat.
Oh, you can do it across the screen.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Put a dick on there too.
Ricky.
Dude, I'm back to drinking soda. So not good.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, another $10.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, when I come on here, I make you the most money when I come on here. Watch this. I guarantee you by the end of this, what's our record? $150 for that?
I don't know. If we hit over $100, I might, I don't know, pass out.
I don't know. Fucking buy me something once in a while.
I will. I will. Yes. I will definitely do that.
Hey, Matt S., thank you for that. Appreciate it.
I actually put the thing you told me to in there. Oh, I got to add another one?
Yeah.
Best duo, and I'm putting 20 grip because it feels wrong to type Matt S.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Why is he switching his name?
It just feels wrong. Boom. What's up, CX4130 is in here. Trill Dan.
Man.
Ricky needs like a pearl glasses strap for those frames.
Yeah, check these bad boys out. Everybody says, how do I put that? Where's it go? Look at it. Oh, read.
Down further.
No, wait. Hold on.
Too far. Right there. Go back a little bit. It's too close to the camera. Still too close. Right there. What is it?
These are Gucci, baby.
Oh, you guys both have new bikes right now, yeah?
I got I got a new flatland bike. I got a new Bike Life bike. And I'm in the works of, well, the way metal's going right now and how shitty the industry is for getting product, which, by the way, I feel is false. It's not, it's only happening because of certain things. It's not happening because the shit isn't there. The stuff is there. We just can't get it here. But I'm going to have my signature frame here soon.
Been wondering about that. You kind of went
Well, we had to
dark
quit
on it.
We quit on COVID. So it made no sense to be like, oh, hey, we're going to come out with something when nobody, like, it just, we had no clue it was going to happen. So now I'm going to work on it and try to figure out what I want, my specs. And
Word.
I'm debating if I do something that's for me or what other people want, which
it's not a signature frame if it's what other people want.
No, there is. Because if you make something you want, it usually is 95% of the people ain't going to want it. And the way my mind works, I'm going to fuck myself over and make a bulldog bike. If I do it the way the kids want it, it'll work out just the same and I can ride it. It just won't be the way I want, per se. So I'm like in between here. And also, if you make something, you want to be able to sell it. I don't want to have something and it's just like only guys my age buy it. Nothing against guys my age and they're loyal, but I also want, if a kid gets it, I want him to be happy too. And I can't do what I want. But what I want to do is fucking outrageous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, baby, the Nintendo. And then hopefully I get a cease and desist on it too.
That you could frame up, hang it up.
That's what you want. Like every skateboarding company does it.
So Kiss BMX said do both. I mean, both could be a thing. Like, that's what Sunday did for the longest time for Gary Young, I think. Like, he had the Soundwave complete, but then he had a longer version of it that they made for him, but now he's got his own frame.
Yeah, but I want to do something completely 80s on it.
Ain't so no older riders want 13.25 rear ends. You got to pick your choice or riders.
Square dropouts. How funny would that be if I did it?
Define outrageous for your signature frame. Yeah, what makes your idea so outrageous that kids wouldn't want it?
I don't want to give it away, but I want a frame stand, but I want to do something different with the frame stand.
Oh, okay.
So I want something GT Performer, but with a standard, like the first standard frame that came out in like 95.
Why couldn't you do two versions of it? Platform frame version and non-platform version?
Because right now it's hard to get anything made and done. So just getting one run of stuff is going to be hard. Me getting two runs and doubling down on it, I don't think will work.
Yeah, whatever.
What do you mean, whatever? Can't get shit nowadays. It sucks.
It does suck. It sucks a lot. You have to wait for everything. Unless it's made in the USA. And even then you have to wait for it.
Well, you're fucked in the USA too, because they got to wait from overseas to get their metal.
Yeah.
And everything overseas is being bulldogged on us right now.
I wonder how long it's going to last.
I say my prediction was the beginning of 2022 because everybody's going to get their stuff now. But the only problem, everybody has their stuff done. It's just sitting in the ports and there's not enough containers.
Yeah.
And the price of containers has gone up 8 times the amount it used to cost last year. So the price of product's going to have to go up.
80 Retro is in. Bring back one-piece race suits.
The last thing I want to do is, like, being in Bike Life, I don't mind SE, but I don't like they all wear those fucking suits and they wear those big-ass glasses. That shit just annoys me. I can't.
Which glasses? The Pit Viper glasses?
Huh? Yeah, they wear those big-ass fucking Oakley things. I don't like that.
Oh,
Not
that's
me,
funny.
even though I do wear big-ass ugly glasses.
So I have a package here. that I thought about opening on the stream.
Who's that from?
Adam Ortiz on Instagram. I don't know if he watches the YouTube channel or if he's ever in live streams, but he sent me something, and I figured it'd be cool to open it. And it says on it, "But can you spin the bars?" And it's kind of a giveaway for what that is. But I figured it'd be fun. And it's a perfect time. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Any guesses? I'm curious. Does anyone have a guess to what it would be?
It's funny that he used that bike at the bottom, though.
What?
Isn't that like the Flatlanders have been teasing that bike? I've seen a meme of that thing all over the place.
I have no idea, but running a front brake cable that way is so strange.
I can't see. It's like glossy.
It's just ran straight from the lever to the brakes.
Oh. That's because that you ain't bar spinning on that.
No, you're not. All right. A couple people got it already. It's one of these bad boys. The Odyssey gyro with the NARPs in it. We're making a trade. He sent me this, and I'm sending him a shadow one. Pretty neat. Thought it'd be cool to open it on camera. Thanks, Adam, for sending it.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool. And then apparently, what's his face? What's his name? God, I feel bad. I don't even want to say it now because I don't want him to know I forgot his name. So we'll just move on. Ricky, what's 15's? 15.
15 distro?
Yeah.
It's our new distro. So
define what that is, what you will be offering as a distro.
We're going to be focusing more on taking care of the bike shops instead of just taking care of whatever phase is coming out and, catering to. I think the way that the bike community has been going for so long is you try to find whatever's cool for whatever kid that he likes for the moment, and then you try to make it a certain price. And the people that are the ones buying this stuff to sell it to the kids are always the ones left out. So we're going to start a distro that caters to the actual shops and take care of them. How so? Give them things that they actually need that gives them better prices so they can actually make money and buy more so the kids can get more. I just feel like companies are stuck in this 1992, I don't want to be a corporation, but they're still doing corporate things behind closed doors.
So, like distro carrying.
We're gonna carry brands that have never been distroed or kind of been distroed, and then we're gonna make product that shops ask for all the time, like European and American bottom bracket converters and longer spindles and just things that they ask for that they can't get.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be like a one-stop shop place. And then we're going to also distro like 20 other brands. We're working on getting those brands. Obviously, at the moment, we got Merit, Theory, Scapegoat. We're going to have 90 East. We just picked up another brand, but we got to wait until their next drop comes. And then we're going to California. I fly to California tomorrow. I'm going to go visit like 30 bike shops, and then we're going to go and talk to some people and try to formulate new things. But I feel like the one thing that's missing, we always talk about BMX, but we never talk about the business side. And the business side is always a shh, let's not talk about it. Let's shh. Don't let the customer know anything. And I feel like that's what's ruined BMX and any part of the sport is you never get that point of view in the background. You're just like, oh, why does this bike part cost this, and yet this catalog part is just as equal to that when it's shit. and then you have a part that's made by somebody, and then they got to compete with someone that makes shit.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is prove to people, talk to people, and show them that, like, hey, we make super aftermarket parts, and then we make other things that are aftermarket, but they're at a better affordable price, and it's there for the actual customer and then the person that buys it.
I
Because
got you.
there's us, and then there's the customer, and then the guy in the middle is the one that supplies all the customers and the riders, and he gets the shit end of the deal.
Yeah.
So obviously everyone knows that prices are going up and stuff, but if you're into road bikes or mountain bikes, man, those fucking, like a frame, I hate the prices on frames right now. Nobody, like, everybody was racing to the bottom, and they made a frame and tried to make it like $270. All right, now the frames have gone up $100 for a generic piece of shit frame that's made in Taiwan. And then you get an American frame made by Standard, White House, and they can only make their frames like $400, 420, maybe 450. Those American frames should be 700 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
A road bike frame is 5,000, and no one blinks an eye. The problem is we've been catering to 10-year-old kids for so long, we forget that, like, we don't put worth on anything. There's no,
Well, then
like,
you got to also think about the old dudes who anytime type of price increase gets talked about, they bitch even though they're like American made, but then they're like, "Oh, but prices are too expensive. Nobody wants to buy it."
right. But then if they were the ones working for that company, they think and deserve. They
Yeah, but
think they
they
deserve.
don't think. These I'm talking about the people who only talk crap on the internet.
Yes, I know that. But if they were the ones to work in that company, they would think that they're worth more and they'd want more money. Those are the type of people. In the long run, if you love something, you're going to support it. Plain and simple.
Well,
So I think this race to the bottom is finally caught up. Tons of complete bikes are out the roof, expensive as fuck. Bike shops are falling apart, and yeah, everything's selling, but that's just because there isn't enough stuff out there, and it's just not fair for bike shops.
yeah.
And I'm passionate about bike shops, and I don't know, to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck how it's always been, where it's like, oh, let's just make it as cheap as possible so a kid can afford it. The kid ain't buying the fucking thing. The parent's buying it. So who gives a shit? The kid will spend $700 on a piece of shit pair of Michael Jordans, and Michael Jordan ain't supporting BMX, but yet when they buy a bike, they want a $200 complete. Get the fuck out of here. Support your company, buy something that's worth something, support your local bike shop, and then BMX can actually thrive. BMX hasn't been thriving in years. And that's why when you hear Chris Moeller talking and people are like, oh, fuck, my eyes are open to things. Yeah.
Dude, well, he's also not putting the filter on that most people do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But and obviously I could get yelled at, but I just don't give a fuck because I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling exactly how I feel and what I think should happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, I haven't been in the industry for 30 years like he has, but now I have a partner that's been in the industry for 22 years, and he took a little tiny company and made it the biggest company in BMX. So I'm only going to grow and get bigger, and
Yeah.
having him on our sides just helps. I just it just sucks.
I think more and more people are finally starting to be okay with talking about things like on the Unclicked podcast, having Moeller on there and talking about that stuff, and then them just talking about money in general.
In the long run, those corporate companies are going to be able to do whatever they want for prices. I don't think it's fair for a core company to have to try to compare themselves to somebody that's buying 50 million and we're barely buying a few hundred thousand. So if Specialized is dropping $50 million on something, they can make a BMX bike and make it affordable at $220.
Yeah.
A BMX company is buying, if they're lucky, $1 million to buy X amount of bikes. That isn't enough bikes to make enough margins to get. It just doesn't work anymore. We can't copy those guys. But what we can copy them with is making something that's affordable so everybody can survive. And if everyone has the mentality of saying, oh, well, kids can't buy this. Kids don't fucking buy anything. If a kid wants to buy something, he goes on his phone and buys it anyway. If a kid walks into a bike shop, he's going to buy what the bike shop's going to sell him because he's going in there to buy it, and the parent doesn't care. They just want to buy him that. Do you think people at PlayStation sit around and go, well, you know, maybe we should make our fucking PlayStation cheaper than everyone else? No, they make it more expensive because the more expensive it is, the more kids think it's cool. Yada, yada, yada. I'm a little off topic on that one, but
That
it's,
industry is kind of crazy too because I've always heard how the consoles have very, very little money made, but the games are where the money is made.
well, also you're looking at like cars. Like, everything sucks for the person that's trying to sell the stuff. Like, bike shops need more protection and they need to be able to support themselves because in the long run, the way these corporations are going, they're just going to want to go direct and take away your local bike shop. And if they go direct, kiss all the companies you love goodbye. Kiss, you know, the idea of a kid buying his first bike from a bike shop and being excited about it and meeting some locals from there. Kiss all of that goodbye. It's all just going to disappear. And if you look around your hometown, the next time you're driving around, go and look and see how many of your bike shops have closed down, and look who Trek and Giant have bought them out in Cannondale. They're just going around buying out bike shops, and then they're just turning it into their own. I only sell Trek. This is a Trek store, 100%, and everything's sold basically direct. It's just like a front for them to just take advantage of more local spots. They're just taking over.
That is an interesting concept. Because
No, it's not a concept. It's happening.
the whole idea of Trek owns the shop, so it's literally the same thing as selling direct.
Yeah, it is. They're just going around and buying out all your mom and pop stores.
Yeah. Pacific owns Schwinn, GT, Dino, Mongoose. Interesting. COVID killed my last local bike shop. What's up, Stony? Sorry it took so long to say what's up. I think that you'll never completely kill the local bike shop.
Well, it's slowly happening.
People are always going to need their bikes worked on. There probably will be less. There may not be, though. But people are always going to need somebody to pay to work on their bike because they can't do it.
Yes, and the Trek local bike shop will do that, and then you can only buy Trek or the Giant or the Cannondale or the Specialized shop and their concept stores. And then you also have to look at QBP. They're opening mobile shops. So they're buying fucking vans and they're just driving around taking up more from the local bike shop. Either way, I know I'm getting on a rant because I really, really, really am obsessed and I love it. And that's what's kept BMX alive for so long is local bike shops, mom and pop shops. Just support a local bike shop. Even if you're buying online, go to LB's, go to The Secret, go to Downtown BMX, go to, I forgot your bike shop. What's your bike shop? Go to Stacked. Larry at Stacked has been killing it. We sat down. What happened?
Did you hear that?
What the fuck was that?
That was somebody shooting something that just exploded. Oh my god.
Are you in LA right now?
No, I'm in the middle of nowhere. You know where I'm at. This would be totally different if this was in LA. I'd probably be like scared.
Yeah, I mean, you got Fletcher's Bike Shop. Shout out. What's up, Kev? Like, there's so many local bike shops. I talk to these guys daily. Like, I talk to Kev. I talk to Hans at Bike 505. I talk to Jeff and Tony at fucking Pedal Action BMX. All these dudes are the ones that are keeping BMX companies alive. I just get so upset. Like, it pisses me the fuck off. And it sucks because you don't understand it because you're not part of it. And nobody comes out and talks about it. So nobody's like giving people the idea. If they knew what really happens, they'd be like, oh, fuck, I better start buying this because this company could fucking die. This company could go belly up. And the things you hear behind closed doors is fucking scary. there's been plenty of times when I've been on here with you and I want to tell you, like, we'll be having a conversation and I just want to tell you, like, oh, that company might not be here because they're fucking going broke, or that company had this happen to them. And when you hear that, it's just, it sucks to know things you shouldn't know.
Yeah.
And but then when you do know those things, there's things you can do to help it and make it better. And yeah, I'm on here. I'm just one man. I'm just a sales rep that works at a bike company. But also, I talk to all these other bike owners. So I try to do my due diligence and try to be nice and figure out ways to make it better. But the old strategy from 1992 isn't working anymore.
Yeah.
It's got to change. Prices got to raise. They got to raise. And then the people that are buying it need to understand why they're paying that much.
We'll just put there's a very nice comparison. It's in a video on my YouTube channel somewhere where I went through a 2007 Ride magazine through the buyer's guide and compared the prices of things from 2007 to today, and things have risen since then, but at
By
that,
20 bucks.
what?
By 20 bucks average.
Well, I'm saying
If you look
things
at
have
that,
risen since I did that video, so it's a little bit bigger of a gap now. But when I did that video, there was literally standard frames in that magazine that were the exact same price in 2007 as they were at the time of me doing that comparison.
and costs have gone up through the roof. And the thing that's killing us right now that nobody understands, if there's any bike shops, if anybody in here is a bike shop, can you like give me a thumbs up or say hi or something?
CX4130 works at a bike shop.
No, I know that. So does Kev. If that's Kev, Kev owns a bike shop. And then Donovan Chavez, he's over at Bike. Yeah, see? Yes. If you have an online store, I'm about to piss people off. Don't give fucking free shipping. It just don't do it. It kills everything for you and for the customer, and the customer doesn't realize it. Like, it just doesn't work anymore to do that stuff. Like, if a person's going to buy something, support the person and don't mind paying $8, $9 for shipping. Because what ends up happening is the bike shop eats it, and then the bike shop eats it, and the bike shop ends up paying double the amount on shipping because they got to pay from me if they buy it from me to get it shipped to them. Then when they sell it to you, and if they sell it for free shipping, they have to eat it again. That's twice. That's 2 times their margins get taken out. If you're buying from Merit, Merit offers higher than 40% margin across the board. Take away that and that, they're making 20% margin, which means they got to sell 10 times the amount just to make what they would make normally. And nobody talks about this. Everybody just says, yeah, man, support the local bike shop, and then they'll give you free shipping and their discount codes. Yeah, remember that thing called fucking Dan's Comp? That ain't there no more. Why? Because they Dan's Comp themselves to death. You just can't do it anymore. And I don't care if someone comes on here and they're telling me that I'm some old crotchety asshole. I'm part of it. There's so many dudes that call me daily and tell me that they're living on their fucking shop floor, eating 2-day-old pizza and barely surviving and trying to keep their local scene alive. And it's happening everywhere. Even these big companies that you think are fucking murdering it, they're not murdering it. They're just not. And with our new company, we're going to change it and do it a lot different. And when you guys ask us certain things or you guys want certain things, we're going to say it. And that's what needs to happen. It's got to be like Moeller should have been the way he just had that podcast. He should have talked that way 20 years ago. And everyone would have followed suit and it would have changed. There's
Well,
my rant. You like that rant?
that was a good rant.
Rant.
What?
That was my rant, Brant.
Dan's Comp is definitely back, but they did Dan's Comp themselves into Dan's Compness.
Yes, but it's not Dan's
Before
Comp.
they-
It's a whole nother company
Yeah.
that bought them, and everybody that did work at Dan's Comp came back.
Yep.
Which, here's another thing. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble. Fuck it. Without Dan's Comp at that time, a lot of bike companies would have went belly up. Almost, so many bike companies would have went broke if it wasn't for Dan's Comp. It was just a formula of things that didn't work right that made it wrong. And if they could have just explained what they were doing, I don't think people would have that bad of an idea about them. Like, it just sucks for a local bike shop because you'll never be able to compete that way. But if you're a local bike shop, if you can't compete against somebody that's super rich and owns more than you got to find your own wave and do your own thing, like Stack does, like The Secret, like Empire BMX, like Elby's. Everybody is capable of doing their own thing, but it's always like whoever is successful or the highest, we all shit talk and do the worst to them. Like, trust me, I'm telling you, yes, dance comp could have been bad in the eyes of a shop owner, but if it wasn't for them, a lot of companies wouldn't be here today because they did so much for them. There was just so many things that needed to happen that could have been changed. I don't know. Maybe unionize the way BMX is done. And everyone
A
can come
BMX
together.
union?
It needs to happen.
Weird how there's a website with that name.
Yeah, it's because there wasn't it Royce Union was an old bike company from Sears.
I have absolutely no idea.
Oh, I need a drink.
So, Ricky's Rants. That's tonight's live stream theme. Ricky is going all in on all of it, but the thing is, he's also doing something about it. They're starting that distribution or distro, and it's cool. Hey, thanks, Stoney. I'm glad we're doing it too. He called me the other day, or I called him. I don't remember. We're like, we haven't done it in a while. We should probably do that, especially because Sean Garrison likes to badger me on Instagram, asking me when we and you are gonna do one of these again.
Me and you.
Yeah, every so often he'll message me, be like, when are you and Ricky gonna do more of that?
What's up, Dustin? Kevin Jackson, Bandit Bike Co. I love that dude. That guy had his own bike shop. He called me. He's like, hey, I have a bike shop. I don't know how I'm going to do things. Will you let me sell merit? I said, fuck yeah. Let me help you out. You're in Washington.
Yeah.
You know, the Northwest doesn't get enough love, but dude, I'm stoked. Badger actually wants to hear me speak. That's weird.
What's
Woohoo! Another $10, baby.
God dang, hey, 20 grips back.
That's a good name.
Yeah, that's a real good name. I'm putting it in there twice. Thank you, 20 grip. Ricky's dropping food. So what's the first step for 15 to do what you're talking about doing?
We need to find other brands that want to work with us and figure out a way to carry things that have never been carried on the East Coast and give the East Coast a better chance. It seems everything's centralized in California,
Yeah.
and it's
What's
not
up, Ryan
fair for
Johnson?
others on the other side.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm going to sell to California, but we want to get companies that want to have the same vision as us, figure out a way to just give better margins and stop being a ghost. Stop lying. Stop not telling the truth. If we have a container coming, instead of me telling you like, oh, it'll be here, oh, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, when I know it's 8 weeks away,
Yeah.
and all I'm trying to do is keep the person on the phone to make a sale, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to have bikes fighting over one another. I'm tired of bike companies and sales reps arguing and fighting with one another. And then when they see one another in real life, they're like, yo, bro, what's up? Handshakes. When realistically, it's like, should sock you in your fucking face. Like, I see, this is how mad I get. But yet, nobody hears about this. Like, it sucks. And when I have a problem or I see a company doing something, I usually talk to the owner and we just have conversations. Because what happens is I'm an ear, someone calls me and they say, hey, I have a problem. And instead of me going along with their problem, I just call the owner and try to face it and figure out a situation so I can help my shops. Like,
Yeah.
if you're a bike shop and you talk to me, you know the way I'm talking right now is exactly how I act. And with 15, it's obviously it's Mike Brennan's and Sean Kern's company.
So it's a little bit like a hybrid but done in
It's
a
going to be
different
repaired.
way. Hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
It's like a hybrid, but done in a different way version of like like something like Full Factory, Sparky's, all those that
No,
own the. Hold on, goddamn,
no,
hold on.
no. Go
If
ahead.
you'd let me finish, you might understand.
Go ahead.
Anyways, like the companies that have the umbrella companies under them, like Full Factory has Sunday and Odyssey and whatever, and Sparky's has Sabrosa, Shadow, whatever. But then the hybrid part comes in where it's like how QBP has a lot of different companies, but you're trying to do it all in a different way. Yeah, see, you didn't let me finish.
How about this? No more pigeonholing ourselves and just doing one thing. We're
Yeah.
going to do it all.
Are you talking
All of it.
only BMX wise or all
No,
different bikes?
everything. Bicycles are bicycles.
Yeah.
29-inch BMX, 27 and a half e-bikes, road bikes, triathlon bikes, everything bikes.
So interesting.
Yeah.
So is it gonna be like that's interesting. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just thinking of like the small no name parts that aren't that like there isn't a brand name for like a crank for a beach cruiser doesn't have a brand behind it, but somebody needs it. Like that's
Yeah.
just an example. Like
All it is repairs. The number one thing that's sold in a bike shop is repairs.
yeah.
I want to be there for them where they make their money. I want to be the shoulder they can cry on and call and be like, Ricky, I really bad need a steel 17-inch low profile 15 millimeter or 17 millimeter axle nut. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to have that in stock.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a name tied to it. I don't want to be like, hey, look, I got this, 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 this. No, I just have that product.
It's just
And
the part.
And also, I want people to realize that, like, I owned a bike shop and Chris owned a bike shop. That's the difference.
Yeah.
When you're talking to most sales reps, they're usually dudes that wear polo shirts with their fucking hair combed to the side and they got pressed on Dockers. They don't even ride BMX. They fucking fish. They go hunting. They're golfers. What the fuck are you
I was
doing
starting to feel
selling bike
offended
parts?
here.
Huh?
I said I was starting to feel offended here. My hair's to the side. I fish and
You don't
hunt.
wear polo shirts. You're not wearing a Dockers. You don't have.
uh,
It's just relationships. In the
anyone
end
who's
of the
ever
day,
worked on anything and had to repair something knows that the worst thing that always happens is when you end up needing some random part that doesn't exist because you have to find it. And even then, it doesn't exist. So, like,
so
you're
we're
going to
talking Schwinn.
probably have like a couple year learning period where you figure out what you even need to have because some random shop's going to call you and ask for something that you've never even heard of before.
Well, what we're gonna do is let's just say right now, because Kev's on here, I'm gonna call Fletcher's bike studio and I'm gonna ask him, Kevin, tell me the things you want me to order that you need for your shop. And I don't give a fuck if it's a mirror for a helmet.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care if it's a European to American bottom
Right.
bracket
I'm just talking
conversion,
about the random thing that nobody
training
knows they
wheels.
need yet.
Yeah, that stupid ass Schwinn wheel. Somebody on here tell me the Schwinn wheel size. Jeff, Geoff, tell me there's a Schwinn made a 17 something 20. It's the weirdest tire size, and you can't get it. And since Schwinn's gone, it doesn't. Well, does Pacific own Schwinn? Whoever owns Schwinn, there's just they made their own size tire, and it's the only tire. And people bring those 10 speeds in all the time, and it's the worst thing to find.
So, how long is it going to be before we can get readily available pivotal seats?
It depends on if the company was smart enough to make the right buy, but when they were supposed to make the right buy. A lot of companies postponed and didn't think about it.
No, I'm saying, like, how long are we going to have to wait before they're just readily available again and any company can get them?
Well, I just answered it, but
Not really.
yeah. The reason that there's a shortage is because people didn't take what they were told by their agents overseas what to do, and then the people that did take it serious, Specialized Giant bought like $10 million worth of that shit, and whoever spends more gets in first.
Yeah.
With us, I have thousands of seats coming every other month, so we're not
I
we're
know
not playing
3
around.
shops that need seats. Yeah, dude, seats are like
There it is.
unicorns. The S30 is what you were talking about.
27 by 1.1.5 ish.
I don't even know what that means.
That's a tire, like a tire size.
Huh. Well, it sounds really cool, and I'm glad to hear that you guys are doing something to try and. You're basically engineering this situation. There's a problem, and you're figuring out how to solve it.
Yes, and then also you get people that have worked at other places or been somewhere, and you've seen some people do one thing and you do the complete opposite.
Yeah.
I think in BMX, I'm gonna get in trouble. Fuck it. The one thing that ruins BMX is everyone's too core. Oh,
That
that
is
shit's
not going to
gay.
get you in trouble. That is
Oh,
true.
that dude, you ride that way. Oh, front brakes are gay. Oh, back brakes are gay. Oh, you don't have high tire pressure. Oh, this is gay. Like all that shit. That's how it is when you're in the industry. Oh, pink tires. Yeah, kids want pink tires. Have a fucking pink tire. Who cares? It's for the kids. That's at the end of the day, it's kids wanting to be kids, making things for kids. Even though we're doing it for kids, let's not think like kids. Let's think as adults and realize that like this is a real situation and we got to stop this core thing. Oh, I'm too fucking cool for that. That cool boy thing doesn't work long. I can give a million examples, and so many companies have gone and gone, gone and gone and gone, and come back or try to come back, and then you just have Instagram gets me fucking pissed too, because certain people say certain things or do certain things, and you got this cancel culture shit too. Either way, core is cool, but core kind of ruins things.
Core is fine until you're trying to shove core down everyone's throat as if it's the only way you can live life or ride BMX. You can be core as much as you want to, but as soon as you start telling someone else that they have to be or they have to do it a certain way, or making it seem like people aren't allowed to do what they want to the way that they want to, is when there's a problem. And then you got the people who do that who are like, but it's just my opinion. It's not. The second you started to force it down someone else's throat or put it out there publicly is when it becomes trying to sway people.
I I think I am an old bitter asshole, but I can also admit my faults. Like I don't like free coasters. I think they're the shittiest thing in BMX, but I sell them.
Yeah.
I think they're cheating. Everyone's pedal pressuring, but there's no pedal pressure. You're pedal pressuring when you're doing your manuals, kids. I see you when you're doing your backwards things, but that's where BMX is now. Everyone's going to cassette. Every single kid's going to a cassette now. So
There's a lot of
now,
them.
bitch pedaling is going to be normal. But for fucking 10 years, I had to hear, "Oh, Ricky, you're bitch pedaling all day long." Okay. Now all you guys are going to be bitch pedaling,
Here's
which
the
is
deal.
totally perfect.
Everyone bitch cranks.
All of them.
Everyone. I don't care who you are. You do it. There's no getting away from it. And I had a thing show up on my Facebook memories where I made that a status. It just said everyone bitch cranks, and it had like 80 comments on it. I didn't go through them, but I was like, this is funny.
We have handlebars coming next month. Kevin, I have cassettes, silver and black coming, Japanese bearings. We changed them up a little bit, made the hub shells lighter, tried to do a little bit of things, changed the axle from 6 millimeter to 8 millimeter. It's still gonna have the little hole in it because it's stronger than a solid axle. I have complete Merrick cassette wheels coming in September, and they'll be on our light new rim, the Siege rim. Let me see. Handlebars. I'll have every handlebar I make except for scapegoat. I won't have scapegoat bars, but I'll have every other handlebar.
Ricky, it's been so long that we haven't even talked about the hub that I helped design and everything.
Fuck your hub. No. When
I'm
you said
even
that,
laughing.
you know what makes me laugh about that, brother, is the first time we met. Just when you showed up to me and
You were
I
sitting
had
at
a
a
wheel on.
table
I
at
had the merit wheel and I was doing the thing with Kurt. And
no, that's not when. It was
was
after
I
that.
next?
It was before that. I mean, you were
No,
sitting
no.
at a table by yourself, just sitting there, and then I seen you and started walking up, and you were like, "More," and you're, "What up, sexy?"
Oh, but that's when I had my booth at Starbucks. So everybody that came and did an order from me, they could order some Starbucks for me.
Yeah, that's
We've had good times, brother. I can't believe it's been.
that was 2016.
Yeah, dude. What we've been homies for 5 years. Look at how long me and you have been doing live. Me and you did live when we only had like 8, 9 people watching us for
There's
hours.
37 right now. And going to brag, I scored the other one and can't wait to build it up. Yeah, Jeff Mead and I have the only two of those hubs that are in the wild right now, or that are out, that anyone has except for the people making them.
That's awesome. That's good. Um, I got 5 minutes left. If you guys want to ask us some questions or bother me, I just have to.
$5 holla. Let's go.
I just have to do a time thing here because if I don't, I'll just get into a rant and I got to go put the kid to sleep. So
No worries. This has been good. So yeah, 15 is a thing. When's things gonna like start moving? I see you
uh,
like what?
we're leaving to California in the morning, and then we're gonna go and see all the shops. We're gonna talk to companies. If you're not following 15, I suggest you guys to follow. Tomorrow we're gonna go live, and we're gonna show you where we're gonna go. You're gonna see some people, and you're gonna be like, "Oh fuck, they're talking to these guys. They're doing this." We're gonna shake a lot of hands and do a lot of things that other people won't do publicly, and we're gonna do it publicly.
I any guesses on like how long it'll be before you guys like have the location and actually start stocking stuff?
I in the middle to the end of July, I will have 18-inch, 20-inch, 22, 24, 26, 27 and a half, 29 times 2 different sizes, 700 series 35 by 43C. I will have those tubes, and then I will have tons of bike parts, and each order that we get in, we will have more and more and more product that ain't
Cool.
just BMX. And we're slowly trickling that in. We're going to start destroying multiple companies. Obviously, I'm not saying them yet because we haven't worked out the kinks. We got a few people already.
So basically it's already happening.
It's already going. It's in
Gotcha.
the
That's
process.
what I wondered.
If you guys saw on Merit, we tore down the ramps. It's time to fucking grow up and start doing some man shit instead of just having ramps and a big warehouse full of ramps. We need to have a warehouse full of bike parts.
Word.
CX 4130, I also want to say to you, I'm not going to pull that my top 10 bike shop bullshit either. I'm not going to pull gold stars. I'm not going to pull certain you have to spend X amount.
Are
You
you gonna
call
have
me,
no
we'll talk.
minimums, no quantity
Huh?
minimums?
No minimums. I have minimums on X amount that you want to buy because I get people that want to buy a lot, and it's not fair for someone that lives in North Dakota and he wants to buy something if some dude from Cali comes in and wants to buy it all.
Yeah.
So there is a limit on how much you get, but the limit is there is no limit for the low amounts.
Gotcha. I like this question. Would an old S&M frame be up to par to modern standards? It's from the early 2000s. Easy answer to that is it depends on how it has lived its life since the 2000s. because it could very easily be compromised by having too much rust or a lot of rust on the inside of the frame even. If it looks and seems like it's like new condition, then I would trust it.
Well, geometry is a pain in the ass because you're looking at a 14 and a quarter back end.
Oh, if you're
Uh,
talking about geometry wise, then absolutely way different. But if
the
it's
standover height is crazy as fuck. The head tube's crazy.
quality
Uh,
wise, though, if it's in good condition, then I don't know. That could be debated.
I will have pedals. I have thousands and thousands of pedals coming too, but they're not coming until August. Pedals, seat posts, and seats are the three hardest things to get in BMX right now.
Yep. At least, hey, at least it's not the 2 years that had been predicted months ago.
Right. David, no, it's longer than that. That 2 years, it's longer than 2 years now.
Well, then how are they still coming in? Because I heard the
Because
same thing.
everybody bought them on the time that they were told to buy them. That's why I was telling you at the beginning.
I'll be curious. We'll see. Because I heard after the last thing that there was going to be a giant wait, and now it's like, oh, there's some coming in August,
The
like you're
reason
saying.
is because other companies are not wanting to wait anymore. So then if you're already in production, they jump up your production time. So let's say you were supposed to order at X amount and BMXers are procrastinators and they ordered here. Everyone that ordered here is going to get them before that. Then these guys find out they got to wait 2 years. They're like, fuck you, I'll go somewhere else. Then it bumps up these guys to get
Oh
more,
yeah.
more, more. And whoever buys more gets more. It's not first come, first serve. Let me see. Somebody asked something, backpacking, touring stuff. Yes, I'm going to do bike. We are going to get some backpacks and things like that. And we're
He's
doing
not asking about. Oh, never mind. I thought
yes.
he was.
Who rides for Merit? Charlie Crumish, Brian Foster, Billy Perry. These are
Casey,
the pros. Casey,
Justin Care.
Justin Kerr, and Brett Silva. There's tons of amateurs and guys that we help out. If you work at a bike shop, I am very interested in bike shop guys because we're interested in anybody. If somebody sends us a video and it's really dope, sometimes we send them stuff. We're all about trying to help out because we know what it's like, especially if you live in the middle of nowhere, fucking South Dakota, Wyoming. You guys don't get chances at all. But luckily, you have social media, so you could cheat now. Unlike me, I had to travel for it. Let me see. 48 reach stem. We're gonna do something for that. Lower back ends, lower BB, shield forever. Somebody asked something. I'm just trying. Yes, David, we're doing Brandon Beacon's tires in. We're gonna do 7 colors. The option tires, we're doing 7 colors, and the Brian Foster's, we're doing 4 colors. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Brandon Beacon rides for fucking Merit too. My bad.
He's gonna be so disappointed.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of everything. Yeah, I think the future's bright. I think a lot of people. Preston is one of the amateur dudes that we got on there, and he also rides for the bike shop there
Does
too.
Bad Matty still ride for Marriott?
Yes, Bad Matty just did some shit at the warehouse too. We have a lot of people that we help out, and we have Derek DeRome, we got Jack Hinckley, we got JP Ross,
That dude
Jerry
shreds.
from Denver. I think it's Wizard BMX. We got Troy McMurray, we got Rat Boy, Bruce Chrisman. Let me think of other people that we're helping out. Mikey Tyra. We just got George, little George Grimaldo's son. God damn, I'm missing so many. Landon's from Houston, Texas. Fucking murders it. We got Scott and Bryce up in Spokane, Washington. Kurt Rowell up in Washington. I try to help out everybody. Like, I don't forget people at all.
Should look into helping Canada. I was looking for a back wheel for a month and had to switch to a left-hand drive. Our shops are dead. That is awful.
I will tell you why. Because if you talk to your if you talk to your shops and the shops talk to the distros, the problem for you guys are not fuck, how do I explain this? You guys are not high priority. I hate saying it, but the United States is going to go before the Canada does, just because it's a bigger it's something to do with priority. I am trying. I will be selling tons of shit next month. We will have left hand and right hand wheels for you, and it'll be going to OGC. So I will be getting stuff to Canada next month.
Good.
Augie's hooked up too. There's just so many people that we help out. It's fucking hard. Oh, my little cousin Hunter from Montana. I help him out too. All right, I gotta go and put the kid to bed. How many people are on here? What do I got?
34.
34. I love all you guys. I'm sorry if you came on here and I was ranting and I get upset, but if you've been listening to me for 7 years, you know that I love BMX probably more than anybody.
Except
and
me.
I make my living because of bike shops. And if it wasn't for bike shops, I wouldn't be where I am today. My position in life has all been because of bike shops. So if you own a bike shop or work at a bike shop or you buy from a bike shop, I love every single one of you guys. And this isn't just about, because I work at Merit BMX. No. If you like Sunday, support Sunday. If you like fucking Credence, support Credence. Like, support the riders that you like and let them know that. Let the companies know. Like, there needs to be more of that. There needs to be more. If some kid comments on your comments, write back to him. Talk to him. Answer your fucking DMs. Like, it sucks. Like, I only have 52,100 followers, but I answer my DMs. I might take some time. I mean, Eddie, you fucking know it. You text me, I'll answer you eventually. I get a lot of DMs. Either way, I love you guys. BMX forever. Yeah, cocaine.
Perfect.
Brant, I'll be back next week. Like I said, make sure all you guys are following 15 Distro. You're gonna be able to watch and follow us. We're gonna do some stuff when we get on the airplane. We're gonna be going to local bike shops. We're gonna see riders. We're gonna be riding with riders. I'm gonna show you the inside of shops, and then I'm gonna show you the companies that we're going to, that we're gonna talk to, and maybe I can get those guys to be on their live too and say hi or whatever. Not. I'm gonna try to do things so you can be a part of a company for once, not just sit in the back and watch from afar. But you guys can have opinions, and you guys could say certain things, and you guys could add to it and make us better. Because without you, we don't have a company. And obviously, I don't own the company. I just believe in it. Merit Fork, I'm going to be very honest with you. We don't want to do anything with insurance. It's forks and brakes are the hardest two things to make. It sounds crazy. We'll probably do a theory fork before we do a Merit Fork. But yes, we are thinking about doing them. Love you guys. I got to go. Brant, you look sexy. Maybe cut your hair. And marijuana.
Good night, Ricky. All right, everybody. That's where we're tuning out for tonight. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, and we're going to do more of these. Ricky and I are back. We never really went anywhere. We just kind of fell out of doing these, so we'll do more. I promise. Thank you to everyone for the super chats and support.